Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, I
Hey,
can hear you.
Kristin is far, far away, so hopefully this works for you guys because when I'm in charge of technology, it doesn't go well, but hello.
We have to do a little refresh over the
Yes,
buttons,
I'm
what
already
button to push.
I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. I'm playing the wrong music. I don't know what I'm doing. So
You got it. You're good.
Kristin
So
needs to
I am
come
at
home.
the yeah, I am at the American Farm Bureau annual conference. So last year we were in Salt Lake City. This year we are in San Antonio, Texas, and it's cold here. So don't think that I'm like living the life of warm weather. The people here are like literally freezing.
What's the temperature?
Right now it is 53 degrees.
It's like a
They're
lap of
wearing winter coats.
luxury.
I know they're wearing winter coats and hats, and they've got all their plants covered, and they just think it's cold.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, it is, I think, like 33 degrees here or something comparable to that. I don't
Which is
know.
a heat wave.
Well, I was going to say it is so 31, my watch is saying right now, but I just went and picked up kids from school and ran a couple errands, and the sun is shining. It is beautiful out. Like, it's so refreshing from all of this cold that we've had. So
The sun is even nice.
it
Like,
is. It
just
is.
the fact that the sun shines is amazing.
Yes, the water is like pouring off of our roof right now, which I just told Tom, I'm like, we're gonna have to salt the walk because as soon as it gets cold tonight, that is all gonna turn to ice. Like, it is so much water melting off of our roof, which is great. It needs to all come off. So
Yeah.
um
No ice or snow here, but I've been to San Antonio a couple times, and I love Tex-Mex, so that is always a huge plus when you're in Texas. But the people of Texas are just so nice. I mean, everybody is just so friendly, and of course, there's a bunch of farmers in town, so there's lots of cowboy hats, and it's just it's a beautiful city.
I have never been to Texas in my whole life. Nowhere in Texas.
Well, everything's bigger in Texas.
I know. I have never been. I don't know why. I've just never. My brother lived there too, and I never made my way down there when he lived there. So, I mean, he lived in
The
Houston, but
food is so good. So I discovered this. It's called Hotel Emma, so you can look it up. It is a Michelin, I think, 2-star restaurant, and top 5 or 7 hotels in America. A beautiful old hotel that is used to be a brewery back in the late 1800s, and it is just all things rustic, iron, concrete, brick, combined with a little bit of modern, and it is so cool.
that's not where you're
I've been there
staying. You
twice.
just went to check it out.
Oh no, we can't afford to stay there. Are you kidding me? The the cheapest room is $800 a night.
Lovely.
The only reason I know about this is because my Uber driver told me about it, and he's like, "You really got to go," and
Oh
it
my
was worth it. So
gosh.
if you come to San Antonio, just go and have a cocktail or a cup of coffee at Hotel Emma, and they'll tell you the story of the 3 Emmas. You can also Google it and find it out. But it has a library. It is just a spectacular place. It's so beautiful. I'm staying at the Marriott Riverwalk, which is a lovely hotel too, but it's your typical normal hotel.
Right.
So it does not cost $800 a night.
No, I would imagine not. That's crazy.
I was reading reviews, and this one couple said, oh, we love to go there like 2 or 3 times a year, just to, regroup. And I'm thinking, whoa.
2 or 3 times a year, my God.
2 or 3 times a year, they just like to fly into town to stay there.
Jeez.
So very exciting.
Well, we were away for the weekend, just as bougie, clearly. We went skiing in Western New York this weekend. The kids and Tom and I and our cousins went up, and that was it. We stayed in an Airbnb. So it wasn't as nice as your hotel, Emma, but I'm sure it was lovely.
How were the ski conditions?
The best I've ever seen. Like they said, even the people that like work there are like, this is, I actually took a ski lesson because I'm not a great skier, for those of you that know me. And our ski instructor.
But you didn't fall.
I did not fall one time the whole day, and I actually skied really, really well, like way better than I did not ski anything hard. I skied all greens and very easy runs, but I did not fall, and I was actually comfortable. the whole day and had a really fun time, which I can't really say that about any other time I've ever skied before. But even our instructor, who has lived up there for like 30 years, said this has been one of their best winters yet. So it was great. It was just a little colder than I would have liked. The high was 19 degrees, so we really had to bundle up. But I did get to get I got ski mittens this weekend. So
Oh, nice.
yes, and they were quite toasty. And yeah, I skied all day on Friday, and then the kids skied again on Saturday, but I did not ski Saturday. So um, I don't like it that much to ski 2 days in a row, but I did get I think I skied for like 7 or 8 hours on Friday. So I really did more than I normally do.
Wow.
I know, I did great.
You got your confidence built up?
I did. I felt much. I told them, we were laughing because we did another traditional shot of Fireball up the lift, and after the second shot of Fireball, I was really cruising, and I was like, "Look, it's all it took. I got my confidence right in that liquid right there. Like I'm feeling real good right
Liquid
now."
courage.
Yes, it was my liquid
Oh,
courage, and it really does help because you really do need to keep your confidence up, because as soon as you waver from that is where you're gonna get too nervous. So I did very well. I was very proud of myself, and my kids all conquered things that they've never done before there, so that was exciting for them. And yeah, we had a
they
great.
all did Yodeler, right?
Yeah, they all did Yodeler, and then Sam did the wall, and he did it really well. Actually, the first time he did it, he kind of slid down on his butt. We have a really funny video, but the second time he mastered it, he got it, so he was really excited. But it was so funny because we were planning on coming home Saturday night, and we thought, oh, you know what? I wonder. Our Airbnb was not booked the next night, that night, and we thought, oh, I wonder if she would maybe give us a good deal or something if we stay another night. Like, let's message the lady and see, because it's not, maybe she'd rather make some money than no money. And
Yeah.
so she messaged us back and was like, yeah, it's $1,000 for the night. And we were like, oh, we're good. We'll just drive home.
Oh
It's
boy.
yeah, it's 2.5 hours. We definitely don't need to spend another $1,000 to stay. We thought maybe if she said a couple $100 or something, we would have been in, but not 1,000. So we came home late Saturday night, and that was it. Back to normal life yesterday, or Sunday, I should say. I don't even know what day we're on. That was yesterday. We're podcasting
Today's,
all over the place this week because
yeah.
Kristin's gone, so it's throwing me.
Right. Well, lots of exciting things happening out here just about American agriculture, and just lots of meetings and people, and they have lots of young ag professional contesting. And so Ohio always has representatives here. And today they announced that our discuss and meet winner, which is basically they're having a conference meeting and they're kind of bouncing ideas back and forth, but there's a happy balance of, not overbearing in the conversation, adding information. Ohio won. So we
Oh,
were the first place finisher today. So Abby Campbell from Washington County, she was the winner. So that was exciting.
that's very
And
neat.
of course, the whole Ohio delegation is there when they announce, and so it's a really big deal. She gets a $35,000 check from Ford.
Wow.
So it's a pretty cool thing. So that was the excitement of the day. And tomorrow, Bill will vote on the policy that the American Farm Bureau puts forward, and I'll go hang out with some of the other ladies. And I'm learning how to use AI while I'm here. I'm very excited.
What do you mean? What are you utilizing it for?
So, well, I don't really know what I'm going to utilize it for, but
Oh.
there is a friend, and she has really gotten in with it. She's like, we have to leverage trends, and AI is here to stay. So she's like, I've got to master how to use it and how to make it work for me. And she's a teacher. And so she was like, you got to train your AI. So I've been working on training my AI by asking very specific questions and telling it how to write. And so that's been very interesting. I don't know how I'm going to use it exactly,
Yeah, but
but
I mean, this is what's next in our world. So you
yeah,
either
scary or not, it's
scary or not,
here.
and there are really great things that it offers you. But yeah, I mean, this is the same as when social media first started, and if you don't learn it,
Hmm.
it's still going to be there, whether you choose to learn it or not, and you're going to be left in the dust and struggling. So you may as well learn it.
Right.
That's
So
awesome.
that's been exciting for me. We're just seeing lots of different people that we don't get to see all the time is nice. And we actually had some protesters. So this isn't on a very small scale. We had one of the a senator from Texas spoke, and someone like stood up and started screaming, and he just kept talking through. I don't even know if they were yelling, honestly, because we couldn't hear it. It was so muffled. So that happened. And then when the president, Zippy Duvall of American Farm Bureau, was talking, some other person like started walking around screaming, like reading information off of his watch. So apparently they infiltrated the conference.
Oh my gosh.
There was a little bit of excitement, but it just makes me think. I'm like, gosh, like these people just kept talking like nothing was going on. But people don't mess around in Texas. You don't mess with the Texas
Yeah,
Rangers,
I don't know
I'll tell
that
you
I would agree with that. I don't know that like I would be wanting to mess
It was
around.
so bizarre. And again, they weren't very effective because we couldn't even understand what they were yelling. So that was a little bit of excitement. But someone was saying, like, you just don't mess with the Texas Ranger. Like,
Oh.
It's not something you do. But we went to this hotel, another hotel. They have lots of famous hotels here in San Antonio called the Menger Hotel. And there's a place, it's the Menger Bar. So it is this right beside the Alamo. And so that's where the Rough Riders were formed. So in this old bar, Teddy Roosevelt got his team together and the Rough Riders were formed there. So that was kind of a cool piece of history. So we went there and kind of just like looked around like this old place, like was pretty important to history. So lots of history here.
That's awesome.
You would like those. You would like that component. I also had no idea that there was such a German influence here in San Antonio.
I would have
Lots
never
of
known
German
that.
influence. Yeah, me either. So it's just fun to talk to people. Like I love talking to an Uber driver, but my Uber driver, if you were to look at him, looked Hispanic. And he was like telling us all this really cool stuff, like places to go and things to see. And so he's a very proud American. He's a third generation American.
He's
and so
third generation.
he was telling stories about how his grandparents was like, oh, do you speak Spanish? And he said, no, my parents never taught me because when they came to this country, it was so important that they knew English.
Mm-hmm.
He said that his grandparents, they would actually get spanked in school for speaking Spanish.
Really?
So, yeah. And so he said it was very not well received to speak Spanish. Everybody wanted, and they wanted to speak English, right? They were Americans, like they wanted to know the language. And I'm like, so do you ever wish? And he's like, yeah, I wish my parents would have made us learn Spanish.
And I think especially in certain parts of the United States, it's very beneficial to know both. I mean, it's beneficial anywhere, but like specifically in border states, I think it would be where there's a larger population, it would make life easier to know both languages.
Yeah. But I mean, this is an interesting angle that I never, ever thought about.
Yeah.
Like they're so proud to be here that they didn't want their children to know their native language because they wanted them to be Americans.
Yeah.
That's I'm like,
awesome.
wow.
Yeah.
Like I've never, he's like, it's just the greatest place to live. Like we love Texas and everyone is very proud to be a Texan here. So it's kind of cool. It's a nice little, everybody's just so nice here.
That's great.
So yeah, the kids are surviving at home. My mom is there with them.
I talked to her today. Yes, she checked in. She was doing okay. Yeah, we talked this morning. She told me that
we had a rough start at our house in the morning.
Oh, you did? She didn't tell me that. So
Michael, the sheep, was having more of his bladder stones this morning.
Oh no.
So Campbell was giving shots at 6:00 this morning and drenching medicine and.
Oh no. Well, she didn't mention that. No. So I feel like things always happen when you guys are gone.
That's what Campbell said. She's like, this is why you shouldn't leave.
Oh
and like,
my gosh.
It's fine. It's totally fine. And your mom had a birthday, so happy birthday, Heidi.
My mom did have a birthday. I didn't really see her birthday was this weekend, but we knew we were going to be out of town and that she had better plans. So we went out and we celebrated with all of our whole family. Last Sunday night, we went out to a really nice dinner. Like all of us, there was like 15 of us and it was so nice. So we got to celebrate her birthday doing that. And then, I said, what are you doing for your birthday today? And she said, I'm waiting on furniture to be delivered. And then we're going to go out and look for, she's like redoing her living room or something. So she was doing that. And then she was going to go to dinner, but she was more excited about her furniture. So
Well, that's exciting.
Yes.
Furniture is exciting.
Yes, we are in the process. I'm actually, when we're finished, I have to call. We ordered Liv a little couch from Home Depot, and it was coming in two like packages, and it was all supposed to get delivered last Thursday, and it has, which like it kept getting delayed. So we all excited because it came today. Only one of the two boxes came.
So I didn't even know Home Depot sold furniture.
Nor did I. I was Googling like mini, like sectional sofas was really what I was looking for. And it came up and it was not a bad price. It was like, I don't know, like $300 or something like that, which I mean, I'm sure it's not anything of the best quality, but it's for her room. So it's perfect. But yeah, only one box came. So it's like got a chase lounge and that's what came. The rest of the couch is actually missing. So yeah. So we have nothing. We just can't win with this couch. And this is after the first couch we ordered got canceled after a week after. So this poor kid is just waiting and waiting. I mean, I say poor kid lightly because these are her first world problems of not having a couch in her bedroom. So
yes. So we've had grand changes in our house. We have Scarlett, who's moved into our house. And so my mom called this morning. She's like, I can't find the cat. I'm like, I'm sure she's fine.
Did she find her?
Yeah, Jack's bed, taking a little nap.
Oh my goodness! So of course,
the cat was lost and found. So,
oh my gosh!
But breaking news: the cat is starting to use the litter box, so that's encouraging. She's living in our house.
I mean, that's just fantastic. That's great news. I'm really excited.
We were talking to people here. Yeah, it's big news. That's how exciting our life is. We were talking to some friends here, and they had cats growing up, and they said their cats always went outside with their dogs too.
So it's funny. There was a lady at the market yesterday, and she was telling me about her cat, and because we were talking about the weather, and she said the same thing, that her cat goes out with her dogs.
Yeah, I think it's kind of normal. I think this is what cats do.
I think that there are cats that do.
Cold. Yeah. So we're no longer thinking that she might be pregnant either. So.
Oh, well, we really dodged a bullet on that one. So.
I wanted these kittens. I don't think that she's fertile. I need to investigate her. She might have already been fixed or something. Like, this would not be normal that this cat would not be getting bred.
Oh my God. So. I can't.
I've got a really good cat story. So this friend of ours who is a professional for their career, and he has a daughter who has this cat. This cat is like 17 or 18, I can't remember. And the cat had to fly on the airplane. And the cat apparently throws up and goes to the bathroom every time it flies on the airplane. And so he had to deal with a cat throwing up, going to the bathroom on an airplane.
I don't even know how to respond to this.
I don't either. And I can't imagine this man doing this. Like, you would never guess that he would actually do this. So apparently you have to take your cat out of the carrier too, when you have to go through security. And so you have this, like he said, meowing cat that sounded like he was killing it on his chest. Meanwhile, that was covered in cat vomit.
I'm not
and he had to get rags to wipe off. And I'm like, so the moral story is he did this not but once, but twice.
I didn't even traveling with my kids when they were little.
I said, this is worse than traveling with a little baby.
Yes.
And so the cat has now made its final home in Colorado with his daughter, and she'll stay there. But we always kind of laugh about this cat story, and he had to do it again. And so I took great delight in telling him that Bill now had a house cat, which he found to be rather interesting. So apparently, next level is flying with your cat.
That is a level that I don't ever want to be at. So
I'm like, can't you just give it like a little something to put it to sleep? Like, you think that it would like take a little nap on the plane, right? So I don't know.
Gosh,
so
lovely.
Whenever I think I'm weird and bad, there's always something a little bit worse.
So we have a problem. It says micro SD card is full. Recording has stopped.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So yeah.
How was it full?
So
when did it stop?
Just now. Literally just now. Okay. We were at like 19 minutes.
Oh, well, it just cut off the end.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just pretend we're going to hit the button and do the normal thing in case my recording here on the iPad.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it, and we're just gonna be done. I don't know.
We're just gonna wrap it up, friends.
Right.
Until next time, we're Mismatched.
Have a great week. I don't need. Oh gosh.
See you later. Yeah, I'll see you in a couple days.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.